Well, the Greens are calling for their former Senator Dorinda Cox to resign after she defected from the party and joined Labor earlier this week. Former party ally Sarah Hanson-Young said Cox should do the honourable thing and quit the parliament, arguing it's unfair to be elected to represent one party, then 5 minutes later shift to the other. The government has been labelled hypocritical over the saga after the PM called on Fatima Payment to resign when she left Labor last year. It's hard to keep up, isn't it? For their take, let's bring in 7 News reporter Nick McCallum and commentator Cath Webber. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Nick, should Senator Dorinda Cox have resigned?
Absolutely. Senator Hanson-Young is right, although there's no legal obligation because in Australia we elect the person, not the party. Morally, absolutely. Now, if Senator Cox does have a principled problem with the Greens, she thinks they're going in the wrong direction, that's all good and fine. Resign from the party, but have the guts and the courage of your conviction to resign from the parliament and then try and get pre-selection for the Labor Party at the next election or stand as an independent. I believe Senator Payman should have done the right thing as well, as should Senator Thorpe before her. It is totally unprincipled what Senator Cox has done, and as for the Prime Minister actually courting her and encouraging her to defect, that is hypocritical. It smacks of political expediency. The Greens voters who originally voted for Senator Cox would be absolutely shattered because they voted for someone in the Senate to act as a disruptor, because that's what Greens do. They're not going to get it. It's wrong. She should have the guts to resign.
Cath, it's really hard for some of us to get our minds around the fact that you can be elected in one party and then literally weeks later you can say, oh, up and leave and go for another party. Should that be allowed?
No, and the whole system needs to be overhauled. It's an absolute farce. So technically, none of them have done anything wrong. We've seen a few of them do this over the past few years. But morally, like Nick says, just do the honourable thing. You resign from your position and then you stand. It's absolutely your right to change your beliefs, change parties, do what you want, but you have to resign from the position and then stand again, telling everyone what those new principles are and policies, and then they choose whether they elect you or not. I just think it's wrong. You vote for a party for the Senate and you're not voting for a person. And also you've used their money, their brand to get elected and then you go and jump ship. It's not, they're right, it's not the honourable thing to do, but technically it's fine.
Yes. OK, it's a technicality upon a technicality. Moving on, Aussie posties will soon be carrying citronella spray to act as a prevention to dog attacks after it was revealed 9 postal workers every day were falling victim to incidents. The spray poses no harm to the animals, we're being told, and a trial found the deterrent was 80% effective in forcing dogs to retreat. Nick, what do you think?
Well, it's obviously very sad. 9 a day, 1,100 Australia-wide over the past 6 months is an awful lot. About 40% of them are actually on the property. So therefore it's the posties delivering parcels to the door. And I kind of understand how that happens. But I think what Australia Post has done is the right thing. They're giving the posties the option to use what we're told is a fairly harmless spray, but it is a deterrent. Now, I am maybe one of these delusional people, but I'm convinced our little dopey little dog Freddie would lick someone to death rather than actually attack them. But it is awfully hard if someone comes onto your property to deliver innocently a parcel and your dog gets a bit antsy about that. I kind of understand how it happens. How you avoid it, I don't know. I think Australia Post is doing the right thing. And obviously, if you have any doubt about your dog, you should actually contain them in an area where they can't actually do something like that.
Yeah, maybe when you know there's a delivery coming in that couple of days, because Cath, the dogs might be scared, they might be fine most of the time, but they might be scared of someone coming in. Do you think people don't realise that?
This is shocking. I'm sorry, that footage is horrendous. I can't believe there's 9 a day. Dog owners of Australia, what are you doing? You know we have all the apps, all the technology telling you your parcel is being delivered today.
Yeah.
Lock up your dogs. I mean, that is just wrong. I can't believe watching that footage is just, I think it's horrific. I just think, if you do think your dog's not going to bite someone, it's on you to make sure they're tied up. I think the fines need to happen. Great, they've got the spray, but imagine being on one of those bites when that was happening. I find that footage horrendous.
And there would be courier delivery people as well. That would be on top of this.
But you know they're coming. Like there is no excuse not for having your dog tied up in the yard. If like any dog, it doesn't matter whether it's going to lick you to death. It shouldn't be on the posties.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, Nick.
As long as you know what's going to happen. We've had certain incidents where they've turned up unannounced.
Yeah, I know. It's hard, but like I think this is a warning for everyone to make a little bit more of an effort maybe, because if they're being attacked, that's pretty sad for the delivery people.
Yeah.
OK, thank you very much for having us say, both of you. Here's Sherlock.